Making a great dessert doesn't have to be hard. Today we're making a simple Swiss roll angel food cake that looks difficult, but anyone can do it, and people just love it. Hi, I'm Deb, and this is my kitchen. Here we cover recipes that anyone can do, plus cooking skills and tips on making your dinner table the family center of your home. Now, if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing and sharing our videos. Are you ready? Because the kitchen is now open. So come on in. Let's cook up something good. For my Swiss roll angel food cake, the ingredients I'll be using today are butter-flavored nonstick cooking spray, a 21-ounce can of strawberry pie filling, 1 box of angel food cake mix, 1 1/4 cups of water, powdered sugar for dusting, and 1 pint of fresh strawberries for garnish. First, I'll preheat my oven to 350 degrees, and as it's warming up, I'm going to prepare my pan. I slice a piece of wax paper that's 2 to 3 inches longer than the pan on each side. I lay the wax paper in the pan and then spray it all over with cooking spray. Next, I pour out the fruit from the can and spread it as evenly as possible, keeping it away from the extreme edges of the pan. Next, I'll mix my cake mix according to the package instructions. I start on low speed and then stop and scrape the sides down to incorporate the dry ingredients, and then at medium speed for 1 minute. Now I have my pan prepared and I have my cake mix mixed up. So the next thing is to put this baby together. I'm going to go ahead and dump this entire cake mix over the top of the fruit. This is what makes this Swiss roll recipe different than any other I've ever seen. Typically, you bake the cake separately, have to roll it in a towel till it cools, then unroll it, all this stuff, and then spread your filling. This bakes with the filling inside of it already, and that's what makes it so much easier. Now all I'm doing is spreading this cake mix carefully, doing my best to be gentle so that I don't move the fruit around a lot underneath it. And I want to be sure that I get it all the way into the corners. A little more in that corner. And now my oven is fully heated to 350. So it's time to take this and put it in the oven. What I'm going to be looking for is a golden brown top. And if there's any little cracks in it, I want it to look dry inside the cracks. It should take about 30 to 35 minutes. While the cake is baking, I'll prepare my space to roll the cake. I tear off 2 lengths of paper towels about the size of my cake pan, plus a little extra. Then I lay down 1 strip and then overlap that with the second strip. Then finally I dust it all over with a coating of powdered sugar. That's a little smoky in here. That's because of the wax paper, so don't be alarmed. That's normal. It's all good. See, nice golden brown. Let's go ahead and take this over. And you can see here, there's a few places where some cracks opened up. If you've ever baked angel food cake, you know that's normal. And when you look down inside, it looks dry. It doesn't look shiny and wet. That means the cake is done. So I'm going to take a sharp knife and carefully, because of course this is still very hot, it just came out of the oven, I'm going to run my knife along the edge of the pan. And you can see I'm actually cutting off the edge of the cake because there was so much cake mix here, it actually kind of muffin topped over the edge of the pan. So that's okay, that'll just be waste, it'll be a little snack as you're rolling up your cake. I'm going to do the same on the other side. What we're doing now is loosening the cake. And just want to make sure the knife runs all the way through. That's good. Same thing on this side. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Next step is to go get it ready to roll. All right, I have my cake. I've brought it over from the stovetop, and notice that the way I'm holding it, get that little tab out of the way. I want to make sure that my wax paper is back out of the way because I don't want it to end up under my cake and I'm gonna kind of put it up on its side and get ready to flip it. Are you ready for this? It's exciting. Here we go. Poof! That's where all the powdered sugar goes. And then carefully pull this off. Your cake is fine, just be careful because the pan's hot. Let me get this out of the way. And you can see all that beautiful fruit in there. The next step is to carefully peel back your wax paper. And then using a spatula as you go, you can see that some of the filling wants to stay on the paper, so I just scrape it back onto my cake again. This is hot, so do be careful. And now comes the fun and the magic. We're ready to roll this thing. I'm going to start by just bringing up the end and picking up the paper towels to help hold it. I'm going to get it started. This is a fat cake. It's a little tricky to start. But once it starts rolling, all I do is gently pull up the paper towel and it just rolls away from me. Just like that. Now we're going to let it sit and cool completely. It'll probably take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes to cool down. And then we're going to come back and finish it up and make it ready to serve. Okay, gang, our cake has been cooling for about 45 minutes, so now it's time to prepare it for serving. The first thing I did was dust it with some more powdered sugar, and then I used this serrated bread knife to slice off those jaggedy, raggedy ends that just don't look so great. And besides, now you can see the really cool spiral inside. Now, I like this crackly angel food cake finish on the outside, but if you prefer something more smooth, go ahead and frost it with some Cool Whip, Dream Whip, some kind of a non-dairy topping. That'll give you a smoother finish on the outside and another really wonderful flavor to add to your cake. Or you can just simply slice your whole cake in the kitchen with nobody watching and then display it however you like, and then it's ready to serve. This is a wonderful dessert to make for special occasions, especially if you're new to baking. It's guaranteed to impress friends and family and make them feel special, and that's important. It's just one more way that family is built at the dinner table. And if you feed them, they will come.
All for the father.